Hey everyone, welcome back to Aria's TCG collection. We are actually going to be showing off some of the cards that we got from FCG Forensic Card Grading. They are located out of Dallas, so a lot of y'all don't know who this company is. Some of y'all may know. We do a lot of local card shows here in the Houston area, a lot of them in a Conroe area as well. There's a card show that happens once or twice a month. There's one on June 1st and June 2nd that's going to be happening as well. So we're going to show you what FCG has, and we're going to show you one of our cards named from Beckett that we did order as well. So we want to show you what kind of cards we can get graded, how they get graded, how the point system are. So a lot of y'all know how BGS actually works, right? BGS, like for instance, this Tom Savage card that I have. It's a mint 9 and it's a 10 auto. So a lot of times, a lot of companies, they always like to put their grading on here, or if you scan the QR code on a lot of companies, you'll be able to find them. PSA is probably one of the only companies I have ever met that has never done that whatsoever. Let me find a PSA card real quick for y'all. See, I have another BCC G10 right here as well. This one does not tell you the numbers on it, so this one won't tell you. BCCG won't tell you, but it is through Beckett. So let me find a PSA. Let's go with this one right here. I have a PSA 9 Charizard 2022 Pokemon Switch Charizard V-Star. So if you can look at it, it has the barcode, it has the code on there. On the back, it has a QR code. When you scan the QR code, it actually takes you directly to the website and it tells you all the information about the card. The one thing they don't do is tell you the centering, the edging, the corners, and the surface. That's one reason why I like BGS. Beckett, when you go with their top BGS supporting I guess some casings and all that, these actually turn out to be a lot better compared to how these were back in the day, how they used to do these all the time. Just like how this one is, how I'll show you what kind of card that is. And then this one, it does tell you all the edging. CGC, I believe, does the same thing. I think I have a CGC card somewhere in here. I do have to look for it. It's not one that I say that I do have all the time that I carry. Like for instance, if we take a look at this one, a BGS 10 Agave. He is currently for sale. It's probably not on my website, probably on my older website, but I will go ahead and post them up on mine. On my eBay page. But if you look, cornering 10, edges 10, corners 9.5, surface 10. You still get a pristine 10 out of Agave on this one. Exactly like the other one, this one just has like the see-through for Beckett, and it has all the naming in the back. So it does tell you every bit of information of the card. Sorry, I guess my camera kind of cut off a little bit. So if you're wanting to get a card graded, PSA is always going to be the best way because they do own the market. BGS owns the second portion of the market, so if you got a pristine 10, perfect. At least if the card is worth something as well. Majority of the time, like BGS 10 Charizard, amazing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you every card that we have here. So let's start with this pile. So our first card that we have that we got in, this one is a apparent Shingun. All right, so let's restart that portion again. I got cut off again, once again, like last time. But this is an apparent Shingun, graded from FCG. It's a 2023-2024 Hoop Silver, number 172. Graded near mint at 8.5. Now look at this. This is numbered out of 199 with the gold naming on it, and it is a foil hollow too. So this card can easily go for about maybe $60 to $80. It costs about $15 to go get graded, sent off to get shipped. Well, when they were at the card show, it saves money on shipping whenever they're there, so they can send it out and get them graded. So here's the first one, and look at that, like exactly like I mentioned. Because I do have an FCG 10 somewhere. There's at least one in here. So to show you all the corners, every corner, surface, edges, and centering. So if you take a look at the card, 8.5. To me, I thought there was nothing wrong with this card, but I can see a few little nicks here and there. So I totally understand. So not really much else I can do about that on the card. If I send off to another company, I'm just spending more money on getting this card graded for something that could probably get paid out the same amount. So that is my 8.5 apparent gun from FCG. So y'all should look this company up, y'all. Here's the code for you to actually look it up, and you can still see all of the grading information on it. So it's forensics card grading. So I would highly recommend getting them to look at it. So that was the 8.5. So this, oh my god, another apparent gun on there, but the second card is a mint 9 apparent Shangoon as well. 2021 Panini Prism Red Ice. Cracked. So look at the card, y'all. It's absolutely magnificent at how they look. Absolutely magnificent at how they look. So I do highly recommend using them. The second card, it's the same thing. It's another one. Exactly the same. Now, one thing I do notice that some companies, they forget that these cards are numbered right here. Numbered out of 199, they forget that they're numbered. So that's one thing you have to look out for whenever you get these graded. Make sure that you tell them that they're numbered. Because like for instance, this one is not numbered. This one's another one exactly the same. Everything, all the centering, the corners, the edges, and the surfaces are all the same. This one's definitely not numbered as well. So that's another 9. This one here is a 9.5 cracked ice. Red cracked ice. So it's another one just like it. And look at that. Compared to the 9, so this is a mint plus, this is a mint. Centering, 9, 10. 10 on this one for the corners. This one got a 9.5. This one got a 9 on the surface compared to the 8.5 and 9.5 on the edges. So it's still considered as a 9.5 on it. So like if you got it graded through PSA, more likely to get graded as a 9 because it's a mint plus. So we do have another one just like it as well. And here's the next one that we did get. This one, of course, is still not numbered. So this one got graded a little different compared to the other one. So if you can tell, on the centering and the corners, the numbers got switched around. But the edges and the surface look exactly the same, but it still got graded as a mint plus. And then finally on this set, we got an orange cracked ice apparent Shangoon. Look at that, y'all. An orange one. Like I said, absolutely magnificent. But that's exactly how the numbers came out. It looks like from the 9.5 from the red cracked ice, look at how the numbers changed on these. So the surface and the centering basically changed numbers on them. So it's still considered as a mint plus. If we got graded as a FCG 10, think about what a 10 can actually do for you. Now, it's not a known company. It's a company that I still do recommend. So the next card that we got, it's another 9.5 apparent Shangoon, but look at this. 8.5 on the surface, 10 all over for the cornering, the centering, and the edges. Look at that. The revolutionary type of apparent Shangoon card. So if nothing will happen with the surface, that would have been a perfect Gem Mint 10. The next one we have is a Mosaic Green. Look at that. The two, the edges and the surface at 9s, centering and corners at 10. I wish some of these were actually numbered, but if you can tell, all the cards that I collect of apparent Shangoon, because he is a Rockets player, they're all rookie cards, if you can tell. Not a single one is not a rookie. Actually, I'm sorry, I lied. This one is a 23 to 2024 because he I guess he debuted as a rookie in 2022. So this is a 23-2024 NBA Hoops, but it is numbered. So as long as it's numbered and it wasn't a rookie card, I will still accept it. All right, so and this one was his NBA debut right here. Look at that. Look at how it states it right there, NBA debut. I wonder how much I can actually get this card for. So I will have to check comps on this one as well. FCG does an amazing job. If y'all are wanting links to them, there I could go ahead and attach some links so you can figure out what y'all can actually get with them and get them graded. Because the more we use this company, it's like the same thing. When PSA first started, BGS first started, like Beckett and all that, CGC started, FCG started the same way. It started the same way how those other companies did. You got to gain the reputation. So I'm trying to hype up FCG because they do an amazing job. Look at how that all looks. And yes, I do have slab sleeves on these, so they are protected the moment that I got them out. So look at how that all looks. This is a 2022 Prism Fireworks Prism Hypercolor Apparent Shangoon Prism card. Look at that. Looks absolutely magnificent on this one. You can tell by how the hollow looks on there. It looks like a shimmer on there. But look at that. Edges and corners are 10, surface 9.5, centering 9, but we still got a mint plus on it. But look at how that looks up there. If we look at it, it looks as clean as how Beckett looks on some of the cards when they have like an auto on there. PSA looks amazing too. CGC, I think, just switched their design on how things actually supposed to look, and it looks a lot better on the very top. Now a lot of people want to start ordering those more, but FCG to me feels like a really great company to actually grade sports cards. If it's Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, they say they do them, but a lot of people don't want to deal with that, so you may actually hold on to it a lot longer than normal. So let's pull this next card. Look at that. 2022 Bowman Chrome Sapphire Edition number 9, Jose Altuve 9 as a mint. Both corners and surface are at 10, centering and edges are at 9. Look at that, y'all. Jose Altuve. And look how it's just designed, especially with the chrome sapphire on there. Blue cracked ice, basically. That's exactly what I'm talking about. We'll have to take a look at comps on that one. Second to last one, we got another Jose Altuve. So this is a 23 Topps Chrome Prisms Refractors. Look at that. So it did get a mint plus. Edges was the only one that was 8.5. The centering, the corners, and the surface were all at 10. It's not a number card, but it's still something. And then our final card is going to be it's going to be a Hogan Harris with a Chad Smith out of $7.99. 23 Topps Update Purple Foil Board, US 249. Now, see, and that's another thing. They don't put the type of number that they are. So they don't put it's numbered. But when you look at that card, it is numbered. So take a look at that card, how it looks. One thing you have to look at that. See, a gem meant 10, but you can still get edges like this as a 9.5 and still get a gem meant 10. That's why I like this, because they tell you how everything got graded, how everything came out, what you had to look for. That's the one thing I hate about PSA is that they don't do that, but I love PSA because they hold the market. BGS, like as in Beckett, they hold the market as well. CGC holds mainly the Pokemon market till PSA took over. But FCG, you wanting your sports cards graded? Take them. Take these grades. Make sure that your cards look amazing, and if you feel like you want to do PSA, do it. I do recommend purchasing FCG. Whenever you go get graded, purchase a card, see what you can actually get out of it. These will go online for sale as well, and hopefully someone makes an offer for these. But yeah, that's exactly all the cards that we had. We have at least two number cards, and one of them was an Appearance Rangoon 23 2024, and then a 23 Hogan Harris, which had Smith sharing the board on here as a Topps Update Purple Foil card. I do have another one just like this, but it's not graded. My goal is to send the other one out to get graded through PSA and see what they grade that one as, because they have exactly the same, like whenever I got them out, they look exactly the same on the card. So if they grade it as a PSA 10 Gem Mint, my problem is that I won't be able to know how they got graded. How every corner, how surface look, the same thing with the edging, the same thing with the centering. All right, y'all. So I did make a little bit of a video on this card, and this is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Everyone knows a Yu-Gi-Oh card for Obelisk the Tormentor looks blue on the back. Slide for the Sky Dragon on the back is red, yellow on the back for the Winged Dragon of Ra, and then the regular Yu-Gi-Oh cards have this color to it. This is a BCCG 10 mint or better. I don't know what just happened. Why would it do that? Didn't even touch it. So this is a 2010 Legendary Collection Obelisk the Tormentor. If y'all look, this card cannot be used in a duel. Let's see if I can adjust that. This card cannot be used in a duel. LCO1-EN001 by 1996 Kuzuki Takayashi. There you go. Limited edition. Obelisk Tormentor. Gold lettering on the name. But see, and that's the other thing that I did not like what Beckett did back in the day. Or what they did, because you can still get these types of cards. But you see, it graded as a 10, mint or better. So what does that mean? Let's take an example for this one. A Beckett card, BGS, one of these right here, pristine. And then you have a 10 that's 10, which is a mint or better. I'm not understanding that. See, this one has the same thing on it, mint or better. So that just means that they just graded the card and said, okay, this is going to be a mint or better type of card. These actually get graded and look a lot better from my understanding. So we'll put that one back. But other than that, y'all, FCG is the way to go for what I believe in when it comes to actually knowing what the card got graded as. So like, for instance, a Gem Mint 10, even though the edges is like 9.5, they still consider it as a perfect 10. So if you're looking for a company, I will highly suggest FCG. Take a look into them. They are considered as forensic card grading. So hopefully y'all like the video. Catch us on the next video, and subscribe to the channel. Like us on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. Like us on Facebook. And you also have access to my eBay page. Hopefully you see all my cards on there very soon. And we will be at the next card show in Conroe on June 1st and June 2nd. Thank you, y'all.